Welcome to Voices for Impact, the podcast. Started during the COVID-19 pandemic and made in Syracuse, Voices for Impact is full of conversations with thought leaders from around the world that have made significant accomplishments in their lives and have gone through their own challenges, but have made it through those adversities and made positive impacts through their work. I'm your host, Danielle Mensing, and as a fundraiser for a nonprofit, I believe the most valuable tool you can give yourself is making a positive impact on others and your community. Every conversation is going to give you tools and tactics from entrepreneurs, athletes, artists, and change makers that will encourage you to develop a growth mindset and reimagine how you can find your purpose. Now let's get started. Welcome to another episode of Voices for Impact. My name is Danielle Mensing, founder of Voices for Impact, and today I am chatting with Joseph Antonacci and his team, Corinna, Mia, and Tristan. Although Tristan could not be here today, he is part of their team from Jars of Joy, and they are a group of high school students with an entrepreneurial spirit, spreading happiness through their Jars of Joy product. Jars of Joy is a business Joey started at the beginning of COVID-19 to spread joy to people stuck in their houses all day. Their goal is to bring a smile to people's faces when they are having a rough day or a hard week. And they plan to grow this business and bring happiness to people even when COVID is over. So thank you guys so much for having a conversation with me today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So let's start off with, what are Jars of Joy and how did you come up with this particular idea?
So my mom works at Colonial School, and in her closet there were jars, and so I was like, and there was candy right next to it. I was like, oh darn, this would be a pretty good idea. And my mom mentioned maybe you could do something with these, like we're not using them, and I was like, okay, like I'll try. So I put like candy and like quotes in them, and I actually have one with me today. See, so this is kind of like how it all starts. So she had these jars, and this was like the first one I ever made. So she had like all these jars, and there's quotes inside them, and it's pretty cool. And then I had my old friend Julia Housel and Izzy Housel, Maddie Housel join in because I don't know, they just like the idea, and I used to talk to them every day, and they just like, can we join? I was like, sure. But then they stopped because they had school to do, and they just had like school and like sports and activities and stuff. So then I found my friend Mia Harris and Corinna Stankowski. Corinna and I met in May, and we used to date, and then so now we're like good friends now, and good family friends now. And and I asked her if she wanted to join because I had no one else, and it was just getting really stressful with the orders. And I love doing it, and it was just like, okay, I gotta do this for everybody, and it was just orders nonstop. And so Corinna said, yeah, I'll help out and I'll join. So we worked at Juonio School together in a room in like a closet, and we had like all our supplies there that we needed, and we ordered them from Amazon. And so that's kind of how it all started. And then Mia joined, and that was amazing. She was so happy to join. Yeah.
That's so exciting. So really you started with an idea, and then you wanted to help people out, and then it's just been growing from there. So can you talk to me a little bit about who has bought these products already within the Syracuse community?
Yeah. So Housel Dermatology, are you familiar with them?
Yeah.
Yeah, so they bought a lot of jars, $200 worth of jars, and that was our first big purchase ever. But I mean, it's all about just giving and caring, and then usually that's kind of it. I mean, we've gotten like many, many orders. We're working with Chadwick residents. I don't know if you're familiar with them. It's basically this group of abused women, and so we're working with them. And I made a lot of phone calls to people to try and donate. And yeah, so we're trying to help out the community and world here, so that's good.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
is so awesome. So it's such a great product because you're uplifting people, but at the same time, you're learning so much because this is the first like business endeavor where people are buying your products and you're learning and growing all at once. So exciting, right?
Yeah.
So my next question is, what do you love most about what you do?
I guess, I love it when I talk to well, when I talk to people, because on the phone, there's a number and people been getting my business cards out to other people, and I just love talking to people and, getting their experience on people and like just seeing how I can make people's days. There was this one lady, Suzanne, she bought jars for her family friends on Christmas, and I delivered them on Christmas, and they were just like so grateful because they can't see anybody, so it was grateful, and I had a chat with them outside, and like it was just a very nice experience to have, especially with the older people today. They get really lonely and bored, so I always say like if you just want to talk, like you call my number or something like that, because it's just our world today where like we have, COVID going around and stuff, and we don't get to chat with anybody, and it's so hard to. And so like, Corinne and I, we literally like we're 6 feet apart wearing a mask at Jawonio school, because like it was just so hard to like
Mm.
get close and make the jars and help her out, I kind of told her what to do, social distance.
Yeah.
Well, Corinna and Mia, what has this experience been like for you? Tell us a little bit about your role and how you kind of envision helping Joey build this business.
This has been such an amazing experience. This is my first ever kind of job, and I'm working with my closest friends, so I really enjoy that. Um, it's just I just love making people smile and like Joey said, making their days. And I'm the co-manager, and so I just help make the quotes, and then Mia and Tristan, and Joey, they make the jars. So that's how we work together, and we're a very good team. Like I said, we're very close, so that helps a lot. And I enjoy it so much. It's just my favorite thing. I don't
Love
know.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm kind of like helpful with everything. Like there have been days where I've been thrown on like making quotes, like helping with making jars, like on days where like there's times where you have to make like a list of like 75 quotes. So I'll help. I'll help with that. And everyone will mainly help with that too. And then sometimes I'll bring stuff to Joey if he needs anything. Can't
Love
right now
it.
because I'm down here,
Yeah.
but
we call it a business because we're close with each other. Like no one gets paid in this business. We just donate every single profit to On My Team 16 sometimes, or we donate to Chadwick residents. Um, but we just like to call it a business because like a business is working with everybody. It's a team. And so that's why we really call it a business, is because we're family, so anybody who joins the business is family, so it's just an excellent experience.
I love that. And all businesses, a lot of businesses start where you're not making any profit from that. You're just growing your name, you're growing your brand and what your product is. So
Right.
this is all a great learning experience for you guys, and just learning how to collaborate with each other. And that, like Corinna said, that teamwork, and you love working as a team, and you're all doing so many different things within that. Sometimes you write quotes, sometimes you're helping talk with people. So it's just amazing the progress that you guys have made in this short amount of time and being in high school. I think a lot of people that are watching this can think about when they were in high school and what they were doing compared to this endeavor that you all are doing. So it's pretty amazing. My next question for you guys is, what drives you? And you guys can go one by one if you wanna answer that.
only seeing people's like happiness when they either receive like all of their packages or when they're opening it. Like all the just smiles, like when once they read the quote, it's just like a pure happiness, like pure smile. And it's really fun to see that and see how people can like actually like have their day be changed just by like jar. Like I really like seeing that.
Yeah. And like what Mia said is so true. Like we have an Instagram page, and I've been seeing a lot of um feedback that's really good feedback. And there was this one girl, Tori, and she bought, I think, like 10 jars, and she was just so excited. And I found her on LinkedIn, and well, it was her cousin that I found, and then she recommended me to her sister that could like feature us on Instagram. She's an Instagram influencer, so she like literally helped us with our business, and it's growing because of her. So it's like amazing how that works, how social media pieces up people to help, and she did like a review on Instagram, and it was just amazing. And I told her like, literally can't thank you enough. Like, this helped us so much. So, and it made me like tear up a little because I'm like, wow, I'm doing this like for the world. Like, this is just amazing, And I literally had to buy a lot of shipping boxes. It was supposed to be in New York, but now it's like expanded all across the world. So it's like crazy.
That's how it goes, right? And definitely utilizing that social media. I mean, you've taken the initiative, which is the first step to anything like that, is just reaching out to people. And yeah, and then going from there. That's awesome. Corinna, do you have an answer for what drives you?
I was gonna say something similar. I just like they both said, I love seeing smiles on people's faces, and it helps them. I just like helping people, and also Joey, Mia, and Tristan. They've all motivated me to do the jars, and I don't know, they've helped me a lot with getting work done and working hard, and they inspire me a lot. And I've also seen, like they both said too, how this business has reached so many people across the world, and it's just amazing how quickly it's spreading. And I don't know, I love that. It just inspires me to keep working hard and keep working within this business with everybody.
Here, and I'm hearing so many great things, just leadership skills and what it takes to be a leader, and each of you have those qualities, it sounds like, and that teamwork and that work ethic, so important, and you already embody all of those characteristics, each of you, so you will go far, and I'm so excited to hear more about Jars of Joy growing in the future. But my next question is, where can people reach out to you to order some of the products?
So if they go on our website, jarsofjoy.us, they will find a lot of things on our website. We're getting customized t-shirts, we're getting hats, we're getting jars, we're getting a lot of things from big companies. And that's a really good thing to have, because if people, be like, let's say you're in school, right, and you have a shirt on, and I actually have these pens that say Jars of Joy. So if I'm writing, they're like, what's Jars of Joy? Like, what the heck is that? Oh, you can tell them like what it is. It's like, oh, that's actually a neat idea. Or like a teacher, so like, I gave them to my teachers, well, some of my teachers, but like to my teachers for like Christmas or Thanksgiving, or so like it's a good thing to do for teachers. And yeah, but you can also call 407-1691, area code 315. And there's a list of people. The Corinna's on it, and then there's a sales team, and then I'm on it. I'm the first one on it. So if people have any questions or concerns, they can call me, Corinna, or the sales team department.
Love it.
Yeah.
And you also have an Instagram page, right?
Yes. Jars of Joy SYR. So it's jars_of_joy_SYR for Syracuse.
So connect with Jars of Joy on social media, give them a call or visit their website if you're interested in purchasing their products to help spread a little cheer within your organization or business if you're listening. And my last question to you guys is, how do you define success?
I guess I define success by working hard. It's I got it from my mom. I'm adopted, but I did definitely get it from my mom, but just by seeing how she works and how hard work pays off, and that's success. And my dad, he's in the sales department of Highland in Connecticut, and but he lives in New York. He works from home. So I see how he works hard, and then like on his computer I see like a million tabs. I'm like, Dad, what are these million tabs? He's like, success. I'm like, okay. So I get that from him, and I definitely get it from my mom, because she literally manages the whole building of Giornio School. That is on by Nottingham High School.
Yeah.
It's across from Nottingham High School. So I definitely get it from my parents. And I could be unorganized sometimes, but I'm still there, and I'm trying to be successful, so
Perfect.
yeah.
I am also adopted, but I definitely picked up like the skills from my dad, who also is like exactly like Joey's, who also has like 1,000 tabs open and like I'm like, what are all these for? And he's like, oh, well, I'm selling something to them, and them. And I'm like, okay, I don't know how you do this. And now with this, I have like tabs open all the time. I'm like, okay, here are my quotes, here are my emails, here's what I need to do. And so it's definitely seeing his tactics on how he handles all of it and how he has like a planner filled with like things that he needs to do and stuff like that. I've picked up on those skills. So it's definitely a bunch of hard work that gets for us to see all the people's happiness and stuff
Love
that
it.
leads to it. So
I would say the same thing. I look up to my mom for success, or well, when thinking about success, because she's a nurse and she is very stressed out all the time, especially in these really hard times with the coronavirus. She, I feel horrible because it's just a lot, but she is a very hard worker. And I look up to her for that. And I try to do my best to work hard in this business, and I always have alarms set, and like Mia and Joey said, like have tabs open and like write stuff down in your planner, and I try to be organized and get things done. So that's that. And my definition of success would probably be putting hard work and effort into something and doing your best to help others, and achieving something great in the end. So that's kind of my guess of what the definition would be.
Yeah, I love that. I love each and
Mhm.
every one of your answers. And I think that, your parents are so proud of you, I'm sure. I'm proud of you. The community is proud of you for all of the work that you guys are doing. And it's really a testament to your parents for how you guys have learned this work ethic and hard work and have grown this business. So, and I love that you, have that respect and acknowledge that they have helped you and provided you with those skills to get to where you are today and where you will be in the future, which will be amazing places. I know it. So thank you guys again so much for having a conversation with me today and giving us some insight into your story and what Jars of Joy is all about.
Thank
Thank
you so
you.
much.
yes.
And thank you to our viewers for watching. Voices for Impact is on LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, as well as iHeartRadio and Apple Podcast platforms. So please follow, like, and subscribe to stay connected. And I'll see you next time on Voices for Impact. Bye.